The MCU is constantly growing and expanding their universe. And now they've gone in a little bit of a different direction. So, did it work? Did it save the MCU? We'll find out. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching this. My name is Brandon Aries, and welcome to The Sanctuary. You guys got 2 videos this week. Isn't that crazy? What can I say? I had ideas. That was it. Earlier this week, I finally got the time to sit down and watch Marvel's special presentation on Disney Plus, Werewolf by Night. Now, this presentation was put in a different format, as Werewolf by Night, I believe, was originally supposed to be a TV series. But with recent backlash of Ms. Marvel and She-Hulk, which we're not even going to talk about, they decided to go in a different direction. And honestly, I kind of dig it. I think these one-offs are a better way to introduce not only more people to Disney Plus, but also better expand the universe. I think this whole special presentation thing is a great idea. My thing is, you just have to be careful with who you decide to make it a special presentation. Now, I've heard rumors that they want to do the same thing with Nova, and I don't really agree with that, because I feel like Nova is a bigger character than just a 50-minute episode. You know what I mean? If you want to introduce smaller characters or something that just a little on the smaller side, like a street tier character, go for it. I'm all in. But with someone like Nova or say Adam Warlock, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Now, I went into watching Werewolf by Night with absolutely no expectations whatsoever. I had heard good things, but I kind of shut it out because I wanted to form my own opinion. After watching it, I went immediately on TikTok and YouTube to see what other people thought. There were some people on TikTok saying that Werewolf by Night saved the MCU. Here's my thing on that. Was the MCU ever really in a bad place? Granted, Phase 4 has had some duds. We all know that by now. But let's look back at the source material, Marvel Comics. The thing about Marvel Comics is that they're comic books. If you go to a comic book store, are you buying and reading every single comic that's there? No. When it comes to comic books, there are going to be some stories that you just won't read or don't want to read. And that's okay. There are so many stories that certain people like. And I feel like that's something that a lot of people within the MCU don't really understand. Personally, I know I've only read about 3 Doctor Strange comics. However, the MCU helped me like Doctor Strange even more, to the point where I started going back and actually reading more of his comic books. So I think the same principle applies. If you're not really down with the story that a certain Disney Plus show or presentation is giving you, you don't have to keep watching it. I saw people on TikTok forcing themselves to continue watching, thinking maybe it's going to get better. Maybe it'll give me this. Maybe it'll give me the fan service that I want. But if you're already going in with the mindset that it's crap, it's going to stay as crap. Another thing that people forget with Phase 4 is that it's a world building phase, because Phase 5 is going to have a lot of things come together. And then Phase 6 is like the end. Kevin Feige even stated himself that as time goes on, things are going to start making much more sense. It's just that a lot of people don't have patience nowadays. A lot of people don't want to see the story slowly unfold. They just want it right in front of them right away. But now I'm kind of straying away, and I wanted to kind of focus now on Werewolf by Night. Werewolf by Night was decent. I felt like it was good for what it was there for. I thought Gael Garcia Bernal was spectacular as Jack Russell. At first, it's like hard to like him, but then as the story unfolds, you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, he's pretty cool. And I thought he did a good job at handling the monster inside, aka the werewolf. I also enjoyed the slow building chemistry and dynamic between Jack Russell and Laura Donnelly, who played Elsa Bloodstone. At first, they like try to avoid each other, like, oh, maybe we should go our separate ways. And then they help each other. They're like there for each other. One of my favorite parts of the special presentation, Ted, aka Man-Thing. This was the perfect way to finally get Man-Thing in the MCU. And there were rumors that he was actually supposed to appear in other Marvel shows before Werewolf by Night, but they were canceled. One thing I liked but also got thrown off by was the black and white. Now, I understand like what they were going for as like the classic horror type black and white-esque film. However, with the TVA, it kind of threw me off a little bit because it was like meshing of the past and the future, and it just, for me, kind of got me thrown off. Let me know what you thought about that. Overall, I would say it was an occupying, good watch. It was good for what it was there for. So if you haven't seen Werewolf by Night, I recommend you do. You don't have to. Just like comics, you don't have to read every story. But if you do, check it out. That is it for this week. You guys got 2 videos. I'm so proud of myself. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to drop a like. For mental health, everyday life advice, movies, and music reviews, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And next to that is the notification bell for every week this lover boy pops up in your feed. We are also on Twitch every Wednesday night from 7 to 10. This week, we're playing Overwatch again because your boy loves Overwatch. I mean, I've been playing Overwatch for over 6 years now, so I want to keep going. I'm still having a lot of fun with this game. If I didn't see you this week, I'll see you next week. Definitely pick you up some Only merch. Remember, use code Aries for 10% off your order. For video uploads and stream updates, please be sure to follow my socials, my Twitter and my Instagram. Again, links will be in the description below, as well as all the equipment that I use in each and every video. Thank you all so much for watching. And in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Peace.